NBA 2K26 has unveiled a new cap breaking system. And off of face value, this might look like sunshines and rainbows. But the way they rolled this out will have y'all wasting y'all VC. So I'm gonna break down this whole cap breaker fiasco down to y'all. Listen, and I need y'all to pay attention because this could really save y'all VC. Plus, we got some other facts and stuff later on in the video about cap breakers and how you're gonna be able to earn them in NBA 2K26. But first, I gotta show y'all what my guy Evan, you my guy, but this was right.
So let's say you made a great build. You were having a lot of fun with it in the park. That's the mode you play normally, but then you got some friends and they're like, hey, let's go play in the rec instead. Well, the difference is the rec has free throws if you get fouled. So if you are like this person and you have a 44 free throw rating, you are going to be a liability for your team, right? Well, for this person, if they use the cap breaker on an attribute that is low rated, that +1 cap breaker is not just +1 attribute, it does raise your attributes by double digits. So it is going to provide a significant improvement. So for this person, let's say for their free throw rating, instead of 1 cap breaker taking them from a 44 to a 45 this year, they could go up 11 attribute points. And that's just with 1 cap breaker. You know, you can zoom in, take a screenshot of this and see this example, how every single stage, there could be more than +1 attribute with each +1 cap breaker.
Now, yes, the way the cap breakers work, you get the +14s, the +12s, and everything like that. Yes, that's all fine and dandy, but using cap breakers that way will cost you VC. And as y'all see, I got it up here, and I'm gonna break this down for y'all to let y'all know how. Now, first off, this build is a 6'3" build. Now, if you don't know how I know that, I had another video showing how these builds are actually nerfed in NBA 2K26. Go check that video out if y'all didn't know that. Big builds coming back. I'm telling y'all, they got a little buff too. But the cap breaker of that build is this build right here. And you see it's 6'3" under the attribute requirements. Now for Evan's example, now Evan is my guy, but I gotta show you this example. He said you can put these on your free throw and it will boost your free throw up. Just say you made a build for park and then you decided you wanted to go to the rec. Y'all heard what he said. Well, since we know how tall this build is and we have an understanding of how the attributes work, I have put this build in the NBA 2K25 builder. Now we do get a little more extra attributes on the 2K25 builder because again, these builds were patched or nerfed a little bit in NBA 2K26, but this will give you a good understanding of how this system can make you think that you have something good, but in reality, it's not really helping you at all. So when it comes to looking at this system, we're gonna first look at vertical. So you see vertical, if I use 2 cap breakers like this build right here has 2 cap breakers on vertical, I can take it from a 61 to a 70. But just say I decided to take down my 99 driving layup and this 84 close shot and then put that on a vertical. What will I get? So we boost it up. Now I get a 75 vertical and I still actually boosted up my driving dunk to a 30 driving dunk. And this was, if you don't care about close shot, 1 cap breaker, but if you do care about close shot, that's 2 cap breakers, and then you can put those 2 on there and you still get 5 more attribute points on your vertical. Now look at the strength. If you use those 2 cap breakers on your strength, you will get a 67 strength. But if you again take down the close shot and the driving layup and go to your strength, you will see you can actually max out your strength, possibly giving you a higher strong handle, and you still can put the cap breaker back on the close shot and still have more to go. And you only use 1 cap breaker. So now you can be looking at this like, oh, I thought I was gonna get a higher strength, so I'm gonna use these 2 cap breakers on this strength because I get a +8 and +7. And then you go in here and you find out this is pretty much like using 3 cap breakers on strength when you only had to use 1 cap breaker on your driving layup. Now just say you want to upgrade your interior defense and your block because you don't want to be a baby out there and get, people dunking on you or laying up on you all the time. Now to boost your interior defense with these 2 cap breakers, it will bring your interior defense up to a 70, which sounds good. Oh, I can use 2 cap breakers and I can go up to a 70, right? If again, I take that 1 from that driving layup and that close shot and I go to your interior defense, you're able to look, I can actually max out my interior defense difference now, and I still have attribute points left over. I can still put my close shot back to an 84, so I really only use 1 point, and then I'm still able to max out my block, and I've only used 1 cap breaker. But on this game, you would have had to use 4 cap breakers to get your block and your interior defense maxed out, instead of just using 1 cap breaker on your drive and layup and gaining more attributes for stuff that you can do on your build. So this is the thing that I was talking about when Evan did his presentation on NBA 2K. And shout out to Evan. I can say that's my guy, Evan, cool dude, man. Now, there are ways that doing it like this could save you on attribute points. So going back to what Evan said about free throw and having the 2 cap breakers on the free throw will end up boosting you to 64. This is a valid statement, but I don't want people to think that this goes for everything. And this is where I'm gonna show you how you can actually finesse this new cap breaker method for certain types of builds. Now, back on my NBA 2K builder, you see now I'm gonna take this down. Now, you will see this, and this is one of those specific type of reasons that you have to make sure you're paying attention. Because free throw is connected to your 3-point shot in your mid-range, if I use 2 cap breakers from one of the most expensive things that I have on this game, I only can get my free throw up to a 52. Now, if I use another one, so just say I don't care about my close shot, and I use another one, a second one, I only get it to 58. So because this is connected to your 3-pointer and it boosts your 3-pointer, it's actually worth it to actually use those cap breakers on your free throw. So the best way to use these low-level cap breakers seem to be when these attributes are connected to something that's expensive, like how your free throw is connected to your 3-pointer. Now, what I've also found out about these cap breakers are that they're weighted by what attributes are deemed important to whatever size build you make. So as you see, this 6'3", the drive and dunk is higher, the stand and dunk gets you more, post control gets you more, rebounding gets you more. Same thing with block and interior defense. But if this was supposed to be a 6'9" build, then I'm pretty sure shooting might get you more. You might get more for ball handling. Speed and agility might actually get you more. And depending on how those are connected in the builder, you might be able to use those low-level attributes, cap breakers, to boost those low-level attributes. But again, you have to pay attention. Now, when it comes to cap breakers, it seems like we're going to have more cap breakers this year than we had last year. Now, I'm gonna let Evan tell y'all real fast the ways that you can earn cap breakers.
And, as we talked about already, you can earn these cap breakers from build specialization quests. They are still going to be in season rewards, rep rewards, and there are also other new ways to earn cap breakers that we can't talk about just yet today. So you're just going to have to be patient and wait and see.
So yeah, we can get cap breakers in season. So that's 9 seasons, and it's behind rep. On top of that, we still get the 2 cap breakers from the specialization thing. So if you pick shooting or playmaking or dunking or defense, you get those cap breakers as well, on top of other ways that hadn't even been said yet that we can earn cap breakers. So we're probably going to get more cap breakers for NBA 2K26. Now, we know everybody isn't always going to get all of the cap breakers, because there's a lot of people who still haven't hit vet 2 in NBA 2K26 and it's season 9. Some people don't even hit level 40 that often, so they miss out on the 9 cap breakers that you can get throughout the game. So for those people, I suggest that when you get the game and you go into the builder, actually make the build, but do not add VC to the build. Then you can go in and look at the cap breakers and see what cap breakers. Just take a screenshot of your screen like this, because even if you don't have it unlocked, you can still see what cap breakers you're going to get. You can see they still show you the level of cap breakers that you will be able to get once you max out that attribute. So take a screenshot of this and then go play in the builder to be able to not waste your VC, where you could have got another 10 to 20 attribute points, but you thought that you were going to be able to use these lower cap attributes or these lower cap breakers to get you more attributes. You got to make sure you're paying attention. They tried to make it easier, but at the same time, some things made it a little bit more complicated. So hopefully that opened y'all eyes to some stuff. Listen, we got some more videos to go. I got a list of videos that I got to break down about different things in NBA 2K26. But make sure y'all hit that like button, man. Subscribe if you digging the vibes, man. And again, I did a video before. I spoke about it earlier in here about small builds getting nerfed and big builds getting buffed. If you want to check out that video and that breakdown, listen, go ahead, click one of these videos on one of these sides right here, man. I appreciate y'all.